Let me guess. All froze up. Nuts. How about you? Yep, you're froze up too. Well, I guess we'll revert to plan B for this morning. Hey everyone, my name's Matt. This here's my lovely wife Stacy. Welcome back to the farm. Things are a little froze up here on the farm this morning. I guess that's no surprise when it's 27 degrees. So I guess we better winterize the farm and get ready to do things the hard way. And when I say the hard way, I'm talking about water. Theirs doesn't look too awful bad. It is the first time I've seen ice in their stock tank so far yet this year, so there'll be many more times of that this year, I guarantee that. Baler twine and duct tape. Two of a farmer's most favorite things for fixing stuff. Well, it's complete. Our hen house expansion and remodel project. I finished it up Thanksgiving Day. I brought our new egg layers down and they really love their new space. When we started going to farmers market this past summer with our pasture chicken and eggs, we really didn't know what to expect as far as egg sales. Well, we learned very quickly that our production was not keeping up with our demand. So we knew we had to do something. Our original structure was an 8x12 shed with 2 outside runs that housed about 45 birds. We knew we wanted to add on, but how big do we go? Well, we added on 21 foot by an 8 foot wide structure. That brings our overall inside square footage to roughly a little over 300 square feet. That will comfortably allow us to house 150 to 160 egg layers. Now, we're not at that capacity as of right now. We have roughly about 75 egg layers, but we have room to grow, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to be able to grow without having to do really any more expansion. We're really excited and really happy about this expansion and to see where our egg production goes from here. So in the winter months, obviously our garden hose system freezes up. So we pick it up and we end up using this 55 gallon drum and this 110 volt transfer pump to fill our cattle stock tanks throughout the winter. Once it's full, I disconnect this hose, I drain it out, and I hang it up in the garage. Now I gotta go get an extension cord. In years past, I've used 2 extension cords taped together with the electrical connection in the middle all taped up to make it as weatherproof as possible. But earlier this year, I got a 100-foot extension cord and I was using that to power the electric fencer for the pig pasture. I'm gonna try that and see if it'll reach from the addition out to the water pump. And there it is right there. That thing still hasn't left yet. I gotta do some work on it. That much too short. Guess I gotta get another cord. Alright, I got another cord. So we're going to try something. We're going to see if we can go from the corner of the building over here to this cord. Ooh, that was close. Over here. Now let's see if we can flake this out far enough and reach over here now. Looks like it'll reach now. Well, let's see if it works after setting for 10 months. This looks like a good comfy spot to sit. All right, why do we do water this way? Well, it works. It's functional, it's simple, it's easy. We've been doing water this way since we started with cattle here on the farm. Well, almost. Originally, that 55-gallon drum started out on the trailer that is now the chicken hauling wagon around here on the farm. And it worked out well doing it that way. But 2 years ago, I said, you know, I wonder if it'd be easier if I mounted this thing on a pallet and picked it up with a New Holland and did it that way. And it worked out really well doing it that way. So what I ended up doing is, once it's pretty well empty, I cut a hole in the top rear corner of the barrel. So what I can do is stand the barrel upright, and all the water that's left in it drains out, and you don't have any water left in the pickup end of the barrel. It's basically a freeze-free system. The hoses and the pump go in the basement of the house. I drain them out, take them into the basement of the house. They don't ever freeze. So it's pretty well a fail-proof system. The only thing that really could fail is a pump. If you run them dry, they will burn up. They're a cheap, you know, transfer pump, Tractor Supply or Harbor Freight. So I've gone through a couple of them over the years, but it's really not a big deal. Yeah, I'd love to put hydrants all over this place and, you know, have one at every stock tank, but right now that's just not feasible. I don't know where all the buildings are going to end up being, or even where I want all the stock tanks. So in the winter months, it's not a big deal. There's not a lot going on to begin with. So if it takes a few extra minutes to do water, so be it. But it's a good system. It works, and it's what we're going to use for the foreseeable future. Good enough. There, maybe that'll help me from walking into that thing. The next job, I'm really not a fan of. I'm really not. It has to be done a couple times a year, but I really dread doing it. I gotta climb up there and clean those gutters. I'm not a fan of heights. There's some of you out there that know I'm not a fan of heights. I really don't like heights. And I gotta climb up that old wooden rickety ladder to that first story and clean out all of these gutters. But as a responsible homeowner, I bring myself to do it every year, but I still don't like it. That job's done. I'll tell you what, today has flown by. I almost feel like I didn't really get a whole lot accomplished today, but I don't know, maybe I did. Before we end this video, there's one more thing I want to show you. What are we doing, buddy? Hey, there's your sister. What are you doing? lot. So what we have here are a couple Holstein Angus cross calves. This one's a bull calf, and this one here over here is a heifer calf. And it just so happens they're twins. So the dairy farm that we get our calves from knew we were in the market for a couple calves. So he messaged me one day and he said, I got a brother-sister pair here. He says, are you interested in them? And I said, absolutely. I think that'd be kind of neat to have a brother-sister pair of calves here on the farm. And we'll let them get raised up on the farm together and we can watch them grow. This right here is the most important part of creating a calm, docile, full-grown cow later on in life here on our farm. Being in with them as small calves like this and having them gain our trust is essential, so that way later on in life they're not flighty, they're not scared of us, and they're approachable when you walk out into a pasture. Just get in with them, pet them, and just be around them. And they become friendly, and the rest is history. I'm really looking forward to watching these two grow up together. Yeah. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that the weather is finally starting to catch up to what it's normally supposed to be like this time of year. So now it's a matter of us getting switched over to winter mode and being prepared for it. So we did a little bit of that today. There's still more to do, but you can only get so much done in one day. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, as always, we ask you to subscribe. We hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.